Howdy, 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 everybody. Theresa here, and
her favorite husband, Brad.
It is January 24th, 2016, Sunday.
Sunday.
Here in Bar Nunn, Wyoming. It is 12:45 p.m., people. Let's see what the weather is. That's not us. It is 31 degrees right now, so I'm warmer than you are, Mosquito Valley. That's funny. Real feel temperature is 27. The high is 35. The low will be 20. And it's still snowing, but it's starting to really lighten up. Earlier this morning, it was those big, beautiful white, the big flakes. It almost looked like a snow globe.
Cotton ball flakes.
Yeah. Nothing, no significant kind of snowfall, nothing to write home about. Nothing like parts of the East Coast are getting at all. I hope everybody is warm, safe, and dry there, if you're in the path. What we do yesterday, I took a small nap in the afternoon, and then we went grocery shopping that evening. We saved $75 between coupons, digital coupons, and things on sale and markdowns, which was 1/4 of our grocery bill. We did a little bit of stocking up. We're not doing much stocking up because we're moving, but enough. Like the chicken was 69 cents a pound still, for the thighs or drumsticks, and we got the thighs. We got like 6 of the big family packs. For us, and that'll carry us through. We eat mainly chicken anymore because that's the cheapest and stuff, but normally around here it's been $1.29 a pound for the thighs and the drumsticks, so you stock up when you can. You spilled some pop there or something, so we stocked up a lot on that, and then Brad's back, which was really a bad, painful day yesterday. Still, I can tell it is still, but especially on his left side. So I had him. I carried the groceries from the Jeep up to the front, or to the back steps, and then just had him bring them inside, and then I had him sit in front of the refrigerator, with the door open, and just put away the refrigerator stuff. We help each other where we can on that. Finally got all the groceries put away. That's one thing that I always tell him is that if anything with his back, and there's nothing he can, it's nothing he can help at all, is that it pushes me to keep being as strong and doing everything I can, because
I appreciate all that you do.
We're a team, and we got to work together, and we only have each other.
For better, for worse.
Yep. In case you guys are wondering, yes, after we get moved and get established there in Florida, he is going to see a doctor about his back. There's no point here having more tests run. I'm sure more of the discs have herniated. It's getting to a critical point with the pain and stuff. And no, he doesn't want to just be taking so many painkillers. He doesn't take anything, any prescription painkillers except for at night, a very low dose, for his neuropathy. Other than that, he just takes a lead. But it's come to that point where he's going to need to probably, he's going to need to see a specialist again and file for disability. And we know that's going to be a long process, and go from there. But it's all good. I think the warmer weather will really help in not walking on ice.
Smile. The thing that I hated when I was working in the store is if you told somebody that you have back issues, First thing is, oh God, I had surgery on that, and I've never been the same since. And if you mention any kind of procedure you're gonna have done, these people have to tell you the worst possible scenario of what happened to them or happened to their friend, or
I hate that.
Yeah, Oh, I think I've got an ingrown toenail. Well, my uncle, they trimmed his toenail and he died from it.
Oh, I know. And I mean, we all have heard stories or maybe have experienced bad things that have happened to us on a procedure.
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody. I mean, I don't go tell people any horror stories if, say, they're going to have dental surgery. Because my husband's had a few bad experiences. I've had a few bad experiences. And then I've had some great ones, too. Or, if they're having gallbladder surgery. Now, when I had to have my gallbladder out, of course, my mother right away, oh my God, I almost died from it. And she did, but she let it go way too long, and it had turned sepsis and everything. But it's like, don't tell people horror stories. It's just like telling a young woman when she's going to have a baby horror story. My great-grandmother did that to me years ago. Well, that baby could be born dead. It happens. It's like, thanks, great-grandma. But I hate that. Yeah, whatever you're going to have done, it's going to be a bad horror story. I mean, if you know something bad happened, like, okay, my mother had to have an angioplasty. Well, Brad's grandfather died from it. Now, he didn't die because the procedure was done horribly wrong or anything like that. It just, he died. And I didn't tell my mother. Well, Brad's grandfather died from that. No, I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word. Now, so if you had a bad experience or somebody has, don't say anything. I mean, people are worried and stressed out enough. I mean,
yeah.
If you had a good experience, everything turned out, yeah, go ahead and say, it wasn't that bad. It was okay, But, don't, I hate that. Don't tell. You get to the point where you don't want to tell anybody if you're having a procedure done, because, it's like when I had to have all my oral surgery done. We didn't tell people because I knew I'd hear all these horror stories. Now, I had high dental anxiety anyway. I have a rare condition where I actually lay down bone around the roots of my teeth. So I have extra calcium. And so that made it very hard to extract my teeth. And also I had really strange roots. Instead of like there being 2 roots on a tooth, I'll have like 3. And they'll be all squiggly. And then you'll have the bone, extra bone growth around. So it was a heck of a surgery. And I wasn't knocked out for it. And no laughing gas either. Just a lot of determination and a very good dentist. And that always made it very hard for me to get numb because of that condition. She was the first dentist that said that's why you have trouble getting numb and staying numb. But she kept me numb. Everything turned out wonderful. But anyway, point being, when I was going to have it done, we didn't go and tell it to people because I didn't want to hear horror stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, Brad wants to tell you a story. We have a couple stories for you fine people.
Tell them about Charlie.
I'm going to let you tell them a story. You tell them a story about Charlie. No, you.
I can't because I'm in my underwear.
Well, they don't. Looking at your underwear.
I know. They're looking at your pretty face, so you should tell them.
Why can't you tell them?
Because, okay. You've heard Theresa talk about our Italian Mastiff, Charlie.
And if you're friends with me on Facebook, you're seeing a million pictures.
Yeah. Well, so many times we'll run some errands after work.
Hi, Mamacita.
And Charlie always assumes that he is going for an RIDE with us. If you say that word, he will start pogoing around here. And, it's scary when you got 120 pounds worth of dog bouncing in the house. Well, it was kind of cold last night. It was in the 20s, and we weren't sure how long we were going to be in the store. And as soon as Theresa got dressed and I put my coat on. He started bouncing around here because he knew he was going for an RIDE. And we briefly discussed it, and we thought we weren't sure how long we were going to be in the store, and we didn't want him to be cold. So we told him no. And he went over and he laid his head on Theresa's leg and staring up into her eyes. And she kept telling him, no, you're not going to go. And then finally he turned around with his back toward her and kind of stuck his nose up in the air. And it was almost like, you guys don't love me anymore. But it was just so funny.
Yeah, he turned his whole back on us and was like, go ahead and leave. I just can't watch you guys.
Yeah.
So here I am trying to justify to the dog why we're doing this, because we don't want to be in a cold, dark Jeep while we're in shopping, because he's not used to that. And then I'm like, if you're good, I'll bring you a treat, and, and Dad will take you for an RIDE tomorrow. And this is Missy Mama, by the way. She's our Dachshund Sheltie mix. She's just like a Dachshund, except she got Sheltie coloring. She is 13 years old. She has white eyelashes.
Yeah.
She's my baby, and she's the boss of the house. She chases the Mastiff around.
And he runs in terror.
Yes. But she's my baby. I call her Missy Mama.
Remember when she used to chase Max, our greyhound, out in the backyard?
Yeah, before Max. When Max was young, because they were both puppies together.
Yeah, and Max would run circles out in the backyard, and she'd try to keep up with them. And, her little 4-inch long legs and, his 16-inch long legs. And he'd end up lapping her around the yard. And we've got a really big backyard. Mm-hmm. It's 110 feet by 75 feet. And so what he would do is he would lap her. And then he'd come from the side and he'd jump over the top, but he'd always hit her with his front legs, and he would roll her like a burrito across the yard.
It was horrible, wasn't it, Mom?
And then she'd get up and she'd just, she'd start chasing after him.
Oh, yeah.
And, there's no way that she could keep up with him, but she tried.
Before he got neutered, she used to dangle from. Yeah. I think he was happy when he got neutered.
Oh, God, that was so funny.
But anyway, that's Missy Mama. She's the boss of the house, aren't you? Huh? So try not to put his nose up your butt. That's not like what you like. Right? But yeah, she sleeps with me every night. Well, so does he, but she always sleeps with me. So, and then they did we don't normally buy, but maybe once a year.
Yeah.
We've got a few rawhide strips, and I did give them each one last night.
Yeah.
But yeah, we came home. He was all excited to see us. And then all of a sudden it was like he realized he was supposed to be mad at us. So he put the brakes on. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm mad at you guys. So he's still kind of mad at us today. Still kind of pouting.
Yeah.
Hi, Beagle. The diapered Beagle. But today we're going to go downstairs after we take naps here. And we're going to do some work downstairs while we do laundry. Sorting through old bedding and old blankets that we need to just get rid of.
Yeah.
And old curtains and stuff, which I'll probably donate. Poverty Resistance can use them for the homeless.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick him now.
Oh, don't kick. Ow.
You can't feel it anyway. Charlie, can I hit him? See that? If I even say, can I hit him? Charlie's like, no. Charlie, can I hit him? I guess no. Okay, I won't hit him. I'm just kidding. Wow.
Come here.
So, a couple of things. Another story time real quick is Wednesday. I made mention that Wednesday is...
Quit, Charlie, quit.
Just aim that at him. He doesn't know if it got water or what in it. Is going to be 28 years, the exact day of our first date.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think he's going to do something Thursday or Wednesday night. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he's planning something. I'm not sure what. But yeah, and I've been able to get rid of him since. Came over to my house, never left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of. I thought it was kind of cool that the calendar days fall on exactly the same day of the week as they did in 1988.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. He came over to watch movies with me and the girls, and I didn't even own a VHS player, so he rented one from the store. They used to rent them, remember? Yeah. And a couple of movies, and
you haven't been able to get rid of me since.
And then the very next day, flowers were delivered to my house, roses, and I'd never had a guy ever send me flowers, much less roses. I knew him was a keeper. And so yeah, we didn't go out to dinner last night. We didn't go out for Chinese because, like I told him, we can only afford one or the other. So, we just got some really horrible hot wings from that you heat up, but they were supposed to be barbecue, but they tasted like nothing.
Yeah.
So, I know, first world problem. One thing I want to talk about real quick is I know a lot of people are wondering, and there certainly are easier ways to move than moving with 6 animals. But there's no way that we could give up any of our animals.
No.
We'll find a solution. I know there's other people that have moved with animals and stuff, and they're worth it. It would be like ripping out part of my soul if I gave one of them up, and there's just no way we could do that.
No.
We love all our, besides my husband, the people I call them people, the fur kids spend the most time with me of anybody.
Yeah.
Besides my husband. Well, actually, they probably spend more time with me actually every day than he does. And I can't imagine my life without him. Everybody's different. Some people say they couldn't imagine their life without always having family around. Other people couldn't imagine their life without having, some close friends around. Some people, couldn't imagine their life without always, working or whatever. And I just couldn't imagine for me my life without having our animals. In fact, I hope that we get set up where we're able to get a few more. Once we get established and stuff, we'll see what's going on. But we really want a pet pig. And not for consumption.
No.
We should name it something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not for consumption.
Yeah. Not for human consumption.
Unedible. We'll name our pig Unedible. But we want to have almost like a petting zoo. We want to have some of these animals, but none of them are for consumption.
No geese.
No geese. Brad's afraid of geese. I've already told the story about the geese. But, but we like to have a pet pig or two, and I'd like to have we're thinking about whether or not we would have goats or not. Depends on if we had a lot of stuff, but I don't know. We'll see what there is.
Yeah.
Well, it has to be nothing exotic. No exotic animals or anything. Just, it might just be that we end up rescuing a couple more dogs or something. There are pig rescues, by the way.
Are there?
Yeah.
Cool.
I've already researched that. There are, if anybody's thinking about, there are pot-bellied pig rescue. There are, miniature pig rescues.
And it's not bar S.
If you're into like lizards and stuff, there are rescues for that.
I did not know that.
All over the United States. So, instead of going and buying again, adopt until there are no more. I can't preach that enough. Mm-hmm. Adopt, save, these animals really thank you for it. All of ours are rescues. Mm-hmm. So That's what we hope to do. And like I said, I know that there's, if we weren't taking the animals, it sure would be a lot easier, but that's not even an option.
No.
We will live, if we had to live in a tent, we would live in a tent with our animals before we would give them up. They're my heart and soul. So,
Hey, I'm a mutt and you've never gotten rid of me.
I know.
Uh-huh.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
You're my oldest rescue. Do you know that? You're my oldest rescue.
Mm-hmm.
And on his birthday here next August will be that we have spent over half his life together.
Mm-hmm.
We've already spent over half my life.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we're going to get off here. I'm going to get this uploaded. And then we're going to go take naps because we're old. And my husband's in a lot of pain. Why don't you go turn your electric blanket on now so it can heat up? I'm still recording. Hi. I love you guys. And I cherish you guys. And I think you guys are all awesome. And evidently Brad doesn't. So.
I do too.
Wipe out! Oh, hi.
Yeah. You just couldn't get a word in edgewise.
Talk to you guys tomorrow. Do you have something to say?
Bye.
Do you have anything you want to say?
No.
No?
I forgot.
Was there something you wanted to say?
Not that I can remember.
See, he's just messing with me. Spank him. Love you guys.
Baby.
Bye.